Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today I just wanted to talk more about Skate and, just kind of how I'm feeling about the game. And, it's been a good week or so since I've been playing. And I just wanted to talk more about, the state of the game, like, how I feel and things I like, things I dislike. And then we're just going to get some, realistic, quick foot lines in this little spot that I like that I just discovered like 2 seconds ago. And so we're just gonna get into it, man. But the thing that I really like about this game that I feel like is like the most satisfying is the mechanics, the skateboarding, like how the way the tricks look. Like that to me, like it looks great. But I will say after just doing that trick, which is another thing that I kind of wanted to touch on, is just like doing like those real like quick foot lines. It's just not as like, it doesn't really work that well most time. Like that time it worked really well, but it doesn't work like that all the time. Sometimes like the animation is just like too much for the guy, and it's like you feel like you just don't have control over him. You just feel like that animation delay kind of mess with like your ability to be as quick, if that makes sense. So but overall, like when you like execute it, it looks really good. Like I see like with the animations, like the guy's feet is already like in fakie stance. I kind of wish that like with the switch stance they would do like more of like a neutral, instead of like always being fakey. You can just do like just like a switch stance, like a real switch stance. That way when you're landing and switch, say for instance I do this. Let's see if I can get one real quick. See like how like my feet are already set up in fakie. I want my feet to be kind of like in the middle of the board, to where it's like I can go either fakie or switch instead of always being in fakie. That's just my opinion, because like with those quick lines, it's like, and you're in switch, it's like I want to be able to do anything instead of the guy. He's just like, he wants to do a fakey tray flip, because you saw how he like crouched like that. Like he wants to do a fakey tray or a fakey flip or something. But I want it to be like a real switch stance. Like the switch flips look good, the fakey stance look good. This needs to be like its own stance, instead of like it's only there for a moment until you push. Once you push, it's like now I'm regular. Like I'm a regular skater instead of a goofy skater. Which Skate has always had that, which I don't know why they won't just give us a true switch stance, because it's 2025. But I would really love to see that in the future. I think that'd be really cool to have, especially for us like realistic skaters that like realism. So I feel like even though they're catering to like a lot of the people that don't skate, they kind of need to cater more to like the realistic skaters as well. Like don't forget about us. This is what I'm saying. So like I don't mind the cosmetics. I've talked about that in my first video. I don't mind the art style. Like it's not really that important to me. It's always just been about the skating. So if that's one thing I feel like they can improve on when it comes to the mechanics and the animations, like just the skating overall. So but overall, like they have a really good foundation. I said it in my first video, and I'll link that video in the description. But I feel like overall, like they have a really good foundation with this game, with the mechanics. Like they can do a lot with this game as time goes on. Like even like the no complies too, which are really cool. Which no complies are kind of hard for me. Sometimes I don't get them all the time like that. I like the fake switch stance, like Steez heel flip, which I think that looks really cool. And that pop out was actually pretty sick too. But that would be my other thing too. It's just like the pop outs kind of feel weird at times. Like sometimes they just, like my character doesn't know what to do, or it's just not fast enough or something. Maybe it's a skill issue, I don't know. But I just feel like every time I try to pop out, it's like that right there. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's perfect. Like I cannot stand how the way that looks and how that feels. Like that would be like my number one thing for me that they should fix, because it would make the gameplay look even better if they can master the pop outs and like the bump outs or whatever you want to call them. And then the last thing about the mechanics is the pinch. Like that backsmith just wasn't pinched at all. Like none of the tricks actually pinch. It's just more so like you're just like on top of the rail. So that'd be nice to see like pinched grinds too. I feel like, you know, with me saying all these things is not really like the end of the world, just because they spent so much time and so much effort, you know, making the animations look good. Why not take it all the way? That's why I bring these up, because it already looks really good. Like the tricks look good, the animations look good. You know, just take it to that next level and master the pop outs and master the pinch grinds and you know, the bump outs, and you know, just, you know, the quickness like on your feet, like, you know, when you're like doing technical lines like on a ledge or on a rail or something. So and it's exciting because, you know, with this being a free to play game, like one update can, you know, fix all those things that we don't like about the game, or like all those mechanical issues that I listed. And that's amazing. Like that's what I feel like skateboarding should be at, because skateboarding is always evolving. It's always like going somewhere. Like skateboarding doesn't stay the same. Like skateboarding is not the same how it was 10 years ago now. Like it's completely different. So I just feel like, you know, this was definitely the best route that they needed to go with a modern skateboarding game. Yeah, it's like the cosmetics, you know, I get it. Like most people don't like the cosmetics, and they don't like how the way the game looks. They think it looks like Fortnite. I get that, I understand it. But Skate has never been just like a realistic skateboarding simulator. It's always just been a skateboarding game. So it's kind of unfair to put EA in that spot, because, you know, they just so happened to make a game back in the day, like years ago, that just so happened to be like the most realistic skateboarding game that we had at the time. But now it's like we have Skater XL, we have Session, we got all these other, like, you know, skateboarding games out that are straight up simulators. EA has never been a skateboarding simulator. At the time when it came out back in 2005, 2006, it felt like a simulator. But, you know, we see the Skate 3 clips, we see the Skate 2 clips, like you can get really crazy on those games, and it's never been like the most realistic skateboarding game. Like there was always issues with that game, like how the way the characters did the nollie over heels, and how they did like the nollie hard flips, and, you know, the varial flips and all that. This game fixes all of that. And back in like Skate 2, Skate 3, and all the other skates, like it just, no, those tricks never looked good. They never looked realistic. They looked horrible. And so I feel like people are kind of missing the mark on like what EA is trying to do with, you know, skateboarding games. And I feel like a lot of people just need to give this game a chance and just play it. Just once you get your hands on, just play the game. Like, just take a second, set your feelings aside, and just play the game, and just then give your analysis on how you feel about it, because that'll change your whole perspective. And then you'll finally see like, oh, okay, now I see what they're going for. Because you gotta think about it, man. Like, video games are different now. They're completely different, and there's nothing we can do about them. Like, we got all this free to play crap, we got all this Fortnite-y, like, you know, stuff going on, but that's just how it is nowadays, you know. Because developing a video game is not cheap. It's not simple, it's not cheap, like, and they're looking to make a lot of money. They're looking to make their return back. I can only imagine how many millions of dollars they've already spent, you know, developing this game. So it's like, how do you see your return back? Like, how do you make money? Like, you make it free to play, man. You know, make a really good game, and it's like, hey, if you love the game that much, you invest in it. You buy the cosmetics, and, you know, you put all the time and the effort into it. You make content on it and all this other stuff. So, and I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I would rather have a free to play game that's like that than a $60 game that's going to be outdated in a couple of years, and all the brands in the game are dead, and, you know, it's just, you know, it's just a lifeless game because the only reason why people play Skate 3 is because it's nostalgic. Like, they don't play Skate 3 because of how realistic it is and all the brands that it has and all this other, like, they don't play it for that. They play it because it's nostalgic. And I don't want this game just to be nostalgia. I want it to be current, up to date. So whatever is going on in skateboarding today, I want this game to, like, you know, have, you know, some of that in it, you know, if that makes sense. Like brands and style of skating, like styles of tricks, styles of just whatever, you know, spots, you know, competitions, like how they did the whole Dime Glory challenge in this game. I think that's really dope. Like, it's like stuff like that. Like, I want it to always, like, whatever's going on today in skateboarding, I want EA Skate to take some part in that and put some of that in their game. And that's going to keep this game alive and well. It should be a community of skateboarders and people that want to skateboard or is learning to skateboard, and we're just like staying current, up to date on like what's going on in skateboarding. Like, whatever's going on in today's world is like reflective on in this game as well, which I really like. And I'm already starting to see that influence because it's like, look at how the way the skaters dress, and I'm not sure if I'm making any sense, but it's like, look at how the skaters dress. Like, skaters dress like this today. Like, they wear these type of pants today, they wear these type of shoes today, like the shirts. And, you know, 10 years down the line, it's like, if, say for instance, this is a $60 game, like, this style may be like out of style. We might go back to skinny jeans, and you're gonna look at this player like, dang, I wish I could update his clothes and make him look more modern, which I'm pretty sure that's a lot of what people think when they play Skate 3. But the way Skate 3 is set up, it's never happening. Like, what you buy is what you get, and that's it. You get no more than that. And I've never been a fan of that, in my opinion. So, like I said, man, like, this game has a very bright future, and I just hope that they just keep listening, you know, to the OGs and like the newcomers as well, because I feel like they should have a say as well, because I want this game to stay alive, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I want it to be alive. I want it to be around for 10 plus years, like how they said that they were going to have it to be. Like, they want it to follow the same footsteps as Apex, which I really, really like. Yeah, just keep on with that path, and I feel like this is going to be a great game. Even like with updates and the maps change and stuff is like under construction, or they add a new spot, like stuff like that is going to be really, really cool. So but my only wish with all that is to say is we do kind of need an offline mode, and all the streamers have been saying that too, which I totally agree. We need some type of just like offline mode where we can just skate the map by itself. And hopefully, you know, as time goes on, something like that will come. This spot is actually pretty cool. But yeah, like, hopefully as time goes on, something like that will come. And yeah, that'd be great. So I'm gonna end it off by doing this challenge, because I think this spot is actually pretty cool and I've never skated over here before.
This is a pig challenge.
And then we're just gonna wrap it up. So let's see, grab through the statue, flip tricks, grind. Okay. It's easy enough.
Yeah, knock those objectives out.
I feel like I do so many kick flips too.
What an ender! I think that deserves a little R&R.
But anyways,
Might as well
guys.
take advantage of the view while we're up here. Sometimes after so much gnar, you just need to take a minute to yourself.
But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. More skate content is definitely coming. Just let me know in the comments what y'all would like to see. Do you guys like the realistic skating, or do you guys like the arcadey, like fly off the building skating? Me personally, I've always been like more of a realistic skater. That's just me. But I don't mind doing like the silly challenges and doing different things that are different, because that's what keeps the game fun. There's all types of stuff to do, which I really like. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Peace out.